Top 10 Best Pickup Trucks in the World, 2025. Number 10. 2025 Chevrolet Colorado. Chevy's 2025 Colorado shrinks full-size swagger into a mid-size missile with numbers that embarrass half-ton rigs. Every trim now packs the 2.7-liter TurboMax 4-cylinder, 310 horsepower, and a stump-pulling 430 pound-feet of torque, paired with an 8-speed automatic and 5 selectable drive modes. Drop the hammer and the crew cab sprints to 60 miles per hour in mid 6-second range, yet still drags up to 7,700 pounds or shoulders a 1,684 pound payload. Both best-in-class figures for adventurous souls. Trail Boss and ZR2 variants add a factory lift, Multimatic DSSV dampers, underbody armor, a segment-first off-road performance display, and a desert-tuned Baja mode, turning gravel into playground. Inside, an 11.3-inch Google built-in touchscreen, an 11-inch digital cluster put telemetry, navigation, and off-road cameras right up front, while the StowFlex tailgate hides lockable storage for muddy recovery gear. With prices starting at $31,900, the Colorado offers Silverado attitude on a smaller footprint. Perfect for city garages, tight trails, and tight budgets. If a midsize can pull like this, imagine what happens when a final edition Supercar Gatto 8-cylinder starts howling later on. Hit that like button and stick around. The roar is coming. Number 9. 2025 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road. Toyota's newly minted Tacoma TRD Off-Road is a mid-size muscle disguised as a desert Sherpa. Its iForce Max 2.4-liter turbo hybrid punches out 326 horsepower and a class-crushing 465 pound-feet. More twist than some half-ton V8s. Power flows through an 8-speed auto, rear locker, and part-time 4-wheel drive. Hardware is hardcore. A coil spring multi-link rear smooths washboard tracks, while a dash button stabilizer disconnect mechanism frees the front bar for 10% more wheel travel. Crawl control and multi-terrain select manage throttle, and brakes on slopes rivals merely photograph. Numbers still impress. Maximum tow is 6,500 pounds, and payload peaks at 1,705 pounds. A 14-inch Toyota audio multimedia screen fronts Google built-in nav and an off-road camera suite, plus a charger and ventilated seats for post-trail comfort. TSS 3.0 watches blind corners, and over-the-air updates promise fresh maps long after dealerships close. So pick your side now, starting at around $63,735. Number 8. 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 Denali Ultimate. GMC's flagship half-ton marries ranch muscle with executive suite tech. Standard is a 6.2-liter Ecotec 3 8-cylinder, punching 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet. Yet, option the Duramax 3-liter diesel, and the Sierra yanks 13,200 pounds on paved or dirt road. A 10-speed auto box, electronic rear diff, and adaptive dampers smooth cattle guards and city curbs alike. Inside, over 40 inches of digital real estate flank laser-etched open-pore wood, while 16-way massaging thrones erase road trip fatigue. Super Cruise hands-free driving even works while trailering, tapping a 400,000-mile map so you can sip coffee while the truck keeps its lane. 14 camera views, including a transparent trailer trick, turning back in a boat into Xbox practice. The Carbon Pro composite bed laughs at dents, and Multi-Pro's 6-figure tailgate flips into a step. Workbench or party speaker platform. A Vader chrome grille and 22-inch wheels broadcasted stature long before onlookers catch the Bose Centerpoint 12-speaker soundstage. Price starts at $84,200 before freight and options. 40 inches of screens, massaging thrones, and hands-free towing. If luxury truck life gets your heart racing, smash that subscribe button and stay tuned for raw desert muscle. Number 7. 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Trail Boss. Chevy's Trail Boss isn't a chrome cowboy. It's a factory-lifted troublemaker built to chase raptor dust without blowing an $80K hole in your wallet. Pop the hood and you'll find the proven 6.2-liter Ecotec 3 8-cylinder thumping out 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet through a 10-speed automatic, optioned to 305 horsepower Duramax 3-liter diesel, and torque spikes to 495 pound-feet, unlocking a segment-matching 13,300 pound tow rating when you spec the max trailering package. Trail cred is baked in. A 2-inch factory lift, monotube shocks, skid plates, hill descent control, and a locking rear diff tame sand whoops and shale ledges alike, while 33-inch Wrangler MTs bite deep with 11 inches of clearance. The high approach steel bumper punches entry angle to 31.8 degrees, and terrain mode's one-pedal crawl lets you finesse throttle and brakes with a single boot. No left foot ballet required. Inside, Silicon Valley meets Campfire. A 13.4-inch Google built-in touchscreen, 12.3-inch digital cluster, and 14 camera views, including transparent trailer, keep eyes on every hinge and hitch, while the multi-flex tailgate flips into staircase, workbench, or DJ booth, price starting at around $58,800. Number 6. 2025 Toyota Tacoma Trailhunter. Built for people who would normally spend months modding a truck, the Trailhunter rolls out of the factory already expedition ready. Its iForce Max 2.4-liter turbo hybrid is tuned here to 323 horsepower and 465 pound-feet, feeding an 8-speed automatic and part-time 4-wheel drive. Instant torque for crawling or highway climbs. Toyota layers on hardware, the aftermarket usually invoices separately. Old Man Emu 2.5-inch forged monotube shocks with remote reservoirs, 33-inch rugged terrain tires on bronze wheels, a high-mount snorkel-style air intake, ARB steel rear bumper with recovery points, high-strength skid plates, a 2400-watt bed inverter, and an integrated high-output air compressor for airing down and back up without unpacking gear. Capability backs the kit. A double cab 4-wheel drive with the 6-foot bed carries a 5,950 pound tow rating, 6,000 with the shorter bed, and 1,425 pound payload, letting you haul a tented rack and still drag toys to the trailhead. Base MSRP starting at $63,135. Number 5. 2025 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. Toyota's Tundra TRD Pro is a factory desert rig that doesn't need a single aftermarket invoice. Standard iForce Max hybrid power pairs a twin-turbo 3.4-liter 6-cylinder with an electric motor for 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet routed through a 10-speed automatic and part-time 4-wheel drive. For durability and speed off pavement, Toyota fits 2.5-inch Fox internal bypass shocks with remote reservoirs and a 1.1-inch front lift, plus a TRD Pro front stabilizer bar, aluminum skid plate, Heritage Toyota grille with integrated LED light bar and marker lights, 18-inch forged BBS wheels, and Falcon Wild Peak all-terrain tires. Capability backs the show. The TRD Pro's hybrid grunt delivers an 11,175 pound tow rating while maintaining confident cooling and torque at altitude and in heat. Inside, standard tech and Toyota Safety Sense features support long-haul trailering, and the hybrid system's effortless torque makes highway merges drama-free. Price starting at $72,510. Desert ready, light bar glaring, battery-assisted muscle. Is that your perfect pickup? Or does your heart crave old-school octane? Smash like for electrified, type gas if you want growl. Number 4. 2025 Ram 1500 Limited. Ram turns the Limited into a silk-lined missile for 2025. Standard now is the high-output 3-liter Hurricane twin-turbo inline-6, 540 horsepower and 521 pound-feet, replacing the old Hemi with quieter, smoother thrust. Car and Driver clocked a limited 4x4 at 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds. Sports sedan territory in a leather-walled pickup. Because the high-output tune prioritizes power over leverage, towing capacity sits at 9,920 pounds, while the standard output Hurricane in lower trims handles the max figure. The Limited counters with composure. A segment-exclusive, active-level 4-corner air suspension can raise for rough sights or drop at speed to trim drag on the 98% high-strength steel frame. Inside, this truck reads like a rolling executive suite. Available 14.5-inch Uconnect touchscreen, digital cluster, rich leather, and a deep roster of towing safety tech, forming the most technologically advanced Ram 1500 yet. More than 100 standard and available safety features and new camera aids ease long-haul trailering. With a starting MSRP around $75,155, the Limited delivers high-output powertrain, air suspension, and luxury kit in one factory package. No aftermarket spend required. Number 3. 2025 Ford Shelby F-150. Shelby takes Ford's everyday Lariat Super Crew 4x4 and turns it into a muscle truck that can chase a Raptor R at dawn and valet downtown at night. Under the hood, a Shelby-engineered supercharger bolted to the 5-liter Coyote 8-cylinder, now rated at 785 horsepower, breathing through a performance intake and cooling vents. The chassis isn't just stickered, it's reworked. With a Shelby by Fox suspension system, 22-inch Shelby alloy wheels wrapped in 35 by 12.50 R22 BF Goodrich KO2 all-terrain tires, body side ground effect, and functional fender vents for heat extraction. Compared with a stock F-150, the package delivers taller stance, sharper dampening, and extra grip without sacrificing the underlying truck's towing and everyday usability. The result is an off-road luxury rig carrying genuine supercar horsepower. Each build starts with a well-optioned Lariat interior and layers Shelby exterior details and exhaust soundtrack for a limited production Halo pickup. Dealer inventories list 2025 Shelby F-150 supercharged trucks around the $140K mark. MSRP about $140,220. Buying you a turnkey 785 horsepower exclusivity with a factory warranty backbone. Number 2. 2025 Ram 1500 TRX Final Edition. This is the last stand of the Hellcat 8-cylinder, a 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi that belches 702 horsepower and 650 pound-feet through an 8-speed auto. Each gear change punctuated by a supercharger shriek loud enough to frighten coyotes. Car and Driver's instrumented test recorded a brutal 3.7-second blast to 60 miles per hour, quicker than some supercars wearing half the sheet metal. Desert pedigree is baked in. Bilstein Blackhawk E2 adaptive dampers team with dual rake coils for 13 inches of front and 14 inches of rear wheel travel, letting the TRX skim whoops that would swallow lesser half-tons. Ground clearance rises to 11.8 inches. A full floating Dana 60 axle, electronic rear locker, and 35-inch Goodyear Wrangler Territory tires keeps the 88-inch wide beast moving when only the skies fill the windshield. Despite the Baja Focus, it still lugs 8,100 pounds and shoulders 1,310 pounds of payload for weekend toy duty. Inside, a launch control button sits below a 12-inch Uconnect screen and a 12-speaker Harman Kardon Orchestra, wrapped in suede and carbon so every highway mile feels first class. Production is capped for 2025's final edition, turning each VIN into instant memorabilia. Base MSRP held at $98,335, but the numbered final edition stickers at $117,625 and rising. So buy now or watch collectors inhale the last supercharged V8 pickup. Number 1. 2025 Ford F-150 Raptor and Raptor R. The Desert's Apex Hunter comes in two flavors, quick and quicksand. The standard Raptor's high-output 3.5-liter twin-turbo six-cylinder still claws out 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet, blitzing to 60 miles per hour in the mid-5-second range. But bolt in the Raptor R's Shelby-sourced 5.2-liter 8-cylinder, and the numbers detonate to 720 horsepower and 640 pound-feet, making every throttle stab sound like thunder rolling across Baja. Both trucks ride on a bespoke long-arm suspension with Fox dual live valve 3.1 internal bypass shocks and coil springs longer than some compact cars. Good for roughly 14 inches of rear and 13 inches of front travel, even on the 36-inch tires that come standard on the R. The linked rear end and bead lock-ready wheels let you touch down from jumps without bending a rim. Real-world utility isn't sacrificed. The EcoBoost Raptor tows 8,200 pounds. The R ups that to 8,700 pounds. And both can shoulder 1,400 pounds of payload, enough for dirt bikes, fuel cans, and victory coolers. A 2025 Raptor starts at $81,200, but the V8 Raptor R's $113,620 base makes it the cheapest way to buy a 700-plus horsepower vehicle with a factory warranty. Pay once, own the dunes forever. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.